Hello and welcome to the November 16th episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the City of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics and noteworthy news delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, and I'm joined today by two members of our communications team.
Hello, I'm Sue Romero.
And Kate Ryan.
And here are the stories we're covering this week.
We have a preview of our next City Council meeting coming up. City offices will be closed for Thanksgiving holiday next week, and the Pink Patch Project was a big success.
Nice.
Don't miss your chance to claim your tree rebate, Crash Responder Safety Week, and a street sweeping saga.
And we're also talking this week about a meeting we're having on the I-405 85th Street interchange you may be interested in. But first, our big story of the week is the Kirkland Police Department made a big arrest.
Yes, it's kind of a long story. It was a 4-month investigation. So the arrest was made this month, November 1st, but it started back in July. Police were called to a vehicle that was running. There were two people in it. And they tried to make contact. The vehicle ran. The short of it is that they ended up finding the person in November, and come to find out the person that they arrested was a big identity thief and auto thief. He used faked identities to buy cars.
So they stuck with it.
Yep.
Found the person and made the arrest.
And that person is behind bars. So good job, PD.
Bravo, Kirkland Police Department. Also coming up at the council on November 21st, we have the business agenda, and the council will vote on the city's 2024 state legislative agenda. And this sets the legislative priorities for the council upcoming in the new year.
They'll also consider adopting Ordinance 4862 that establishes the regular levy for Kirkland in 2024.
We'll also have employee service awards. Those are for people that have served with the city for 20 or more years. We've got 10 employees recognized.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. And we're having two public hearings. One on amendments to the Kirkland Municipal Code related to the 85th Street Station Area Plan. That's a big deal. And one on the city's proposed update to the 2023 through the 2028 Transportation Improvement Plan. So there's a lot going on that you may be interested in, want to see at the council business agenda.
And before they get to the business agenda, the council will hold a study session, and on that, one of the things will be a briefing on the Kirkland Transportation Plan, formerly known as the Transportation Master Plan.
Yes, that's another very important document.
There will be an update on Puget Sound Energy's storm readiness and system resilience.
And as always, the council meetings are streamed live on the city's Facebook page, YouTube channel, or on the city's website. So please tune in and see our council in action. So, hey, everybody, city offices will be closed for Thanksgiving. The city administrative offices are closed on November 23rd and 24th in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yep. So we should all take some time to think about what you're thankful
Now's
for,
a great
right?
time to think and be thankful.
What are you thankful for, Jim?
That's a great question. I'm very thankful for family and loved ones and working with wonderful people like you. And I'm really kind of thankful for having the perspective to understand that.
Yes.
Yeah, perspective is a great
You're
thing.
self-aware.
Yeah.
That's very important.
That's a great list.
Kate?
I'm always thankful for my health.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Because if you don't
Can I
have
take that one too?
Of course.
I am thankful for my team, for you guys.
Oh, that's
because when I'm feeling like I can't take on another thing, you guys are like, kick me one of those things. Thank you for doing that.
And we have
got
fun.
you.
Yeah, we do.
have fun. Well, thank you. Thank you for asking that question.
You're welcome.
So we're also talking this week. I'm gonna give this a go, Sue. Because I love our writers. They challenge me.
Let's hear it.
So we're talking about the Pink Patch Project, which produces positive progress.
Yes, good job. So this is a program that the Kirkland Police Department does. And this year they were able to raise $834 through this project, surpassing the amounts they raised in the last 2 prior years. So the Pink Patch Project is an annual campaign to bring attention to the fight against breast and other cancers. So
wonderful cause.
What happens is that police and corrections officers show their support by wearing pink patches on their uniforms, and community members could buy them as well. KPD made the donations to Footprints of Fight, a local charity that supports families in Washington that are going through pediatric cancer treatment. So great job, PD.
Great job, Kirkland Police
Nice
Department. So hey, everyone, claim your trees. There's a tree rebate as we've been talking about. And you
Right.
got to claim those trees by November 30th.
There's
Yep.
still time.
By the end of the month, the city can give you up to $500 to plant trees.
Right.
Whatever you need, mulch, whatever you need to make it happen.
Nice.
Exactly 146 Kirkland neighbors have planted 517 trees through this program. And as we mentioned, the deadline's the end of the month.
So you may or may not be aware of this, but it's Crash Responder Safety Week.
And what does that mean?
Well, it happens this week, November 13th through the 17th. And what it means is we protect those who protect you by slowing down, moving over, and staying alert on our roads.
Now, I'm not sure if you're all aware, but that is a Washington state law. If you see flashing lights or an emergency incident, you're supposed to move over one lane, if possible, and slow down to at least 10 miles below the speed limit. Did you
So
guys know
we're
that?
given some really important information.
Don't just zip on by in the lane right next to you. That's dangerous.
So a big thanks to those who keep us safe and keep us moving.
Yep.
We also have a story this week on street sweeping.
That's right.
It's a public works priority.
Yeah. Yep. Our public works are on a mission to remove the leaves from our right of ways.
Yeah.
We've got,
And not a moment too soon, Kate.
Right.
indeed.
They're coming down.
Oh, yeah. We've got 3 street sweepers currently out there 6 days a week.
Wow.
Lots of crew, lots of trucks. But here's some fun facts. So it takes about 1 to 2 months to sweep the entirety of Kirkland. So we do a full sweep, about 7 of them every
Wow.
year.
Wow.
It's kind of like cleaning as you go when you're cooking, right? You're cleaning so it doesn't build up, but then you turn around again and then your roommate has made another mess and you're like,
There's some futility to it. Yes.
thank you, Public Works, for doing that.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so as I've mentioned before, there's a big meeting going on regarding the I-405 85th Street interchange project. Now,
Which is a huge project.
a huge project. And it's a quarterly update, and it's virtual. It's a virtual meeting. It's happening on December 6th.
Yep, at noon. This is a chance to learn about the project updates that are coming, and get all of your questions answered. Representatives from WashDOT, Graham Contracting, Sound Transit, and the city will be there.
Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. And a meeting not to be missed.
No.
And that brings us to our last story this week, which is now our 5 in 5. 5 questions in 5 minutes, approximately.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm not sure I can do anything in 5 minutes, but I'm going to try it. With our special guest, welcome Aaron Hussman.
Yay.
Hey, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is so much fun.
Yeah, you're now part of the This Week in Kirkland podcast family.
Love it.
So what's your role with the city?
So I am the city's environmental education and outreach coordinator for our storm and surface water division.
Well, that sounds awesome.
It is.
What do you do?
I like to think of it as helping our community understand that a lot of water flows downhill in Kirkland and that we need to keep that water as clean as possible.
Well done.
Yes.
You must be in the communications department.
I'll try. Yeah.
I kind of view your whole entity as like the environmental protection agency of the city.
Yeah. We care a lot about the city's environment and our creeks and lakes.
They definitely wear the capes.
They wear the
Yeah.
capes. They wear the green capes.
Yeah, the green capes.
So how'd you come to Kirkland?
So I came to Kirkland 5 years ago to work at the city of Kirkland.
From where?
That's a tricky question. My wife and I were traveling full time. We worked for an organization called Leave No Trace. We were on the road for 2.5 years.
Wow. Ew, that's so great.
And
like
we knew,
where?
So we were predominantly in the Western U.S., traveling around doing Leave No Trace education, and we knew we wanted to either go back home to Tahoe, where we're from, or to Washington. And Washington worked out first,
Yay,
and
we
we
got
ended
you.
up in Kirkland. Yeah.
That's so great. So you're on the trip. You're traveling around doing your wonderful work.
Yeah.
You see a posting in the city of Kirkland. Is that
Yeah,
kinda how it happened?
more or less, we had decided that after 2.5, so part of the job, we tent camped about 400 nights in those 2.5 years. So
Holy moly.
we realized,
So
hey,
great.
we're ready for a kitchen and a bed. And where would we like that kitchen and bed to be? And Kirkland worked out.
The
And we're-
city on the hill.
Yeah,
Lucky
exactly.
us.
Kirkland, Washington. So, do you have a favorite thing about the city?
I do. I think it's our, we're obviously outdoorsy people, so it's Kirkland's outdoor access to our shorelines, to our trails. I went fly fishing on lunch the other day, so that was,
That's a win.
Sweet.
yeah.
It really is amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
you have all this beautiful. We have the waterfront. We have wonderful places to walk right here in our city. But the proximity
yeah.
to amazing
To trails and parks. And yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
pretty incredible. Okay, so you're here to talk about the "Don't Wait to Inflate" tire care campaign,
I am.
and this is to help save money, stay safe, and help salmon.
Correct.
Win, win, win.
Trifecta. Yeah, that's right. So to kind of back up and tell the context of why we're doing this campaign, a couple years ago, scientists discovered that there is a chemical in our tires that when it rubs off when we drive, our tires break down and there's tire dust that comes off it, and then it rains and it washes that tire dust to our creeks and to our lakes. This one specific chemical is very toxic to coho salmon.
Oh, boom.
Great.
Not
good.
great. Not good. So there's a lot that we'll go into. They're working on replacement chemicals for that specific chemical. They're working on filtering that water in ways that they can, but there's a lot of roads, a lot of tires, a lot of people. So one of the easiest things that we can do while all of that other bigger work is happening is to check our tires every month to make sure that they are properly inflated.
And that has a material impact
So
in a positive way.
Yeah, underinflated and overinflated tires produce more tire dust. Actually, a tire that's 20% underinflated will reduce its lifetime by about a third.
Wow.
Yeah. So just keeping it at that right tire pressure helps your tires last longer, which saves you money, gives you better gas mileage, makes your car safer, and it helps our salmon.
This is so great, Aaron, because oftentimes when we're thinking about policy to rise to the level of really big challenges we face as a society, we don't want to leave the low-hanging fruit behind, right? Sometimes there's a lot of things we could do that doesn't cost a lot.
Exactly.
Or take a lot of energy or effort that really does have an impact.
Exactly.
Sounds like Don't Wait to Inflate is one of those things.
It's absolutely one of those. It's not the silver bullet. It's not going to be
Fix
the only
everything.
Exactly, but it can't hurt, and it's definitely going to help.
So can I ask you, because I've been known to go on some of those beautiful hikes in my loafers. I'm kind of like, a city /
Yeah.
Ish.
How do you, what's the best way to test your tire gauges?
Good question. So a lot of people think that they can just rely on, I have the tire light that comes on my dashboard.
That's me.
Yeah, exactly. And so
My car will tell me.
That's right.
on most cars, when that light comes on, it means that your tires are critically low.
Oh, dang.
So you don't want to wait for that light
we
to
don't
come
wanna
on.
wait for the light. Sue, our program apparently is
That's
a little
what that
reactive.
light has been doing on for
Yeah.
so long.
So the best way is to use either a manual or a digital tire gauge to check your tire pressure. And then if it's low, inflate it to the correct amount, which that's part of our tire trivia when you take the pledge is learning, how do you know what the correct amount is for your tire?
Tire fairy godmother will tell me?
Exactly.
No?
Yeah. I think you just inflate it till it looks right.
That's
Not
yes.
true. Don't do that.
No.
So, that's a great tip. And thank you. I think that's really actionable information. And this is we're running the Don't Wait to Inflate campaign through the month of November.
That's right. Yeah. And if you take the pledge and test your trivia, we'll give you a reminder sticker that you put up near like your oil change sticker to put
cool.
Pretty
Don't Wait to
cool.
Inflate. And then everyone is entered to win this a couple of these really nifty tire inflators.
That's what I need.
I need that.
That's what I need.
I want
How
it.
many?
We've got, I think, 3 or 4 of these. So
All right.
yeah, sign up, get entered to win. And it's pretty nifty. It plugs into your car. You can inflate your tires without having to go to the gas station or anything like that.
That's
That's
what I'm
handy.
talking about.
That's what we need right there. Tire inflator. And
Yeah.
then we got to get, all the other tire gauges and things that we need.
Yeah. You need a tire gauge and tire inflator. And then
Wonderful.
you're set.
All right, we're good. So thank you, but we have one more question for you.
Okay.
We like to ask this question of our guests.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite book, movie, TV show you're watching?
Yeah, this is a tough one. So I'm gonna go with book.
Book?
Just finished it recently. It's called The Overstory.
Aha.
Don't know the author's name, unfortunately, but
Maybe we'll put that in the show notes.
show
Sure.
notes. Yeah,
We'll look it up.
I like to think of it as if you remember the movie Crash from maybe like a decade or so
Yes.
ago. All these stranger stories
Yeah.
coming together. It's like that, but for saving trees. So it's a story of all these strangers across the country
Interesting.
Of course.
Strangers across the country doing their thing.
doing their thing, and then their stories all collide into this kind of fight to save old growth forests.
And I suspect it has a profoundly positive environmental message.
It does, yeah.
Which is very consistent with your
That's
career
That's so
path.
It's
you.
pretty on brand for me.
It's
yeah.
on brand. Aaron, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Well, Aaron, sit right there because we have our own little quiz, which is called Did You Know? Now, one of the following exciting tire facts
Ooh.
is true, and the other two are running flat.
Oh, nice.
See
See
what we
what
did
you did
there?
there? Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. A, the Michelin Guide was created by the eponymous tire manufacturer to promote the purchase of automobiles in France. Did I say that right?
No idea.
Beats me.
B, there's an 80-foot tall, 12-ton Uniroyal radial next to the freeway in Cincinnati.
It's a big tire.
I can't
possible.
even picture that.
Or C, the original Michelin Man was in no way terrifying and will not haunt your dreams forever.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
I usually go with C.
I know, me too.
They're the funnest. Yes.
C's down the board on the multiple choice
Yeah.
questions. I think I heard this fun fact the other day. So I'm leaning towards A, that the Michelin guide was to get people to travel farther. And I didn't know that it was to purchase cars. I heard it was to travel farther so that they would wear out their tires faster and buy more tires.
Gracious. Aaron, you are correct.
He's so smart.
Smart, as we say back east. The Michelin Guide dates all the way back to 1900 and is still published by the Michelin Company. The giant Uniroyal is outside of Detroit. The Michelin Man's name is Bibendum. Gaze upon him and tremble. Yes, he was supposed to be kind of scary. We're going to put an image in the show notes.
So don't forget to test your own tire knowledge with the Don't Wait to Inflate campaign, and you might win. And also claim your tree rebate before November 30th.
Mm-hmm. And that does it for this week. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Special thanks to Anthony Girardi for his audio production magic.
Thank you.
Anthony. We're off for the next week, the Thanksgiving holiday, but we will be back on Thursday, November 30th. Until then, stay connected, Kirkland.